out as soon as possible. So, let's begin with our first topic of the day. And I feel like it's appropriate to start with this one. Probably the biggest shocker, Florida State beating Alabama. Now, let me rephrase it. I feel like it's a shocker that Bama lost, but it's more shocking the way that Alabama lost. Let me explain that. Alabama in this game, there was just this lack of effort. And I'm not going to sit here and really criticize Ty Simpson because, you're thrown into a game where you're starting your first big start like this. It's on the road at Florida State. It's a rainy day, as it rains in Florida like all the time. But you're going on the road at Florida State as your first like big start as after being named the starting quarterback at the University of Alabama. So he did make some errant throws, but you got to look at everything for what it is. The offensive line, first off, did not give him much time at all to sit in the pocket and make a play. Defense, again, the effort level was just not there for Alabama. I don't know what else to tell you when it comes to effort because Alabama didn't have any effort in this ball game. And that's the thing that's infuriating because Alabama, we've come to expect, and I think it's just because of the standard Nick Saban set at Alabama. It's so lofty that it's almost hard if you're DeBoer trying to bring in your own system. It's hard because, for one, you're trying to establish your own system, but two, you got the fans who are riding your backside the whole entire time. And quite honestly, I'll be honest, I have defended Kalen DeBoer a lot. And I've been saying, hey, we need to give him time. Last year, one thing I know that could have been interpreted a different way is the fact that I said that if DeBoer isn't winning in year 2, they're going to want him fired. Well, I'm not wrong. Right now, there are a bunch of Alabama fans who are crying and saying they want DeBoer fired. Do I think the coaching has been great for Alabama since Saban's gone? No. But if you're going to sit here, and here's the thing that's infuriating about Alabama. All the fans want to sit here and say, oh, let's go get Saban back. Once Saban's back, we're going to win championships. Did you not watch after 2020? Did you not watch? Because what I saw from Alabama was not the same Alabama as when Nick Saban, I'll be honest, I think he got a little soft at the end. After 2020, he got soft on the players. And quite honestly, it showed in their performance. Alabama is like one of the very few teams that after COVID, they have not been able to. I feel like the discipline hasn't been there. Go back to that Tennessee game when Saban was still coach of the team. When they went to Neyland, they lost. Go look at the penalties in that game. Go look at the mental errors in that Michigan game. Go look at everything that happened those last 2 years for Saban and Alabama. He was checked out. So you're going to sit here and try to convince me that if Saban was coaching this game against Florida State, that they would have won the game? Not necessarily. Would they have put more effort in the game? Probably. Because Saban would have asked more of them. But to sit here and tell me that, once we get Saban, Bama's back to being the cream of the crop, I'm not sold on that, folks. I'm not sold. But let's talk about Florida State, though. And you got to credit the guys like Malzahn and Thomas Castellanos. I mean, good grief, folks. Gus Malzahn is just the Alabama whisperer. I mean, let's just say it for what it is. There wouldn't be this let's get Gus back for Auburn mantra going on right now if he didn't know how to beat Alabama. Clearly, he knows how to beat Alabama. Gus Malzahn and a running quarterback is just music to everybody's ears. Because you want to know why? Because Gus knows how to coach a running quarterback. Go look at Nick Marshall and look at how he did for Auburn. He was good. He was really good. Gus knows how to coach running quarterbacks. And he has Thomas Castellanos. He's, Gus is the OC now, but this is where I think Gus fits better as the offensive coordinator. But Castellanos, the way that he was able to, in the springtime and then leading up through the summer, to make the comments about, Saban ain't here to save you anymore. You see the different attitude Bama has. Because if that was still Saban coaching, you probably would have seen Bama. I mean, Saban wouldn't have allowed Alabama to not come in with effort. Because Saban's teams would have played with effort. So, I mean, you look at that, and I mean, you got to realize, too, this is just the way college football is going. And Alabama, this officially, I think, put the stamp on it that the dynasty that Alabama had is, I mean, it's been done. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. I feel like this dynasty for Alabama ended when they won that championship in 2020, and Mac Jones is standing on that stage with all his teammates during that COVID season. They're in Miami holding up the trophy. That's where the dynasty ended. What you saw from there, Alabama had a good record, but that wasn't dynasty Alabama. Let's be honest and call it for what it is. So, in the grand scheme of things, when you look at everything that you saw, the biggest takeaway is the lack of effort from the Tide. Quite honestly, it's sad that Alabama played like that. But if you've been watching how Alabama's been doing these past few years, this does not come as a shock to the true college football fan who's really been following the situation. It is not a shocker. This is not a shocker with how Alabama played in this game. It's the way in which Florida State dominated, really. That was the most shocking part. So, Florida State 1-0, Alabama 0-1. You got to give Florida State credit here. They just outplayed Alabama in this game. End of story.